Desperate times call for desperate measures, particularly when you've spent, well, so much money, millions in fact, on making sure that your epic receives, well, hopefully, the viewership you think it deserves. We're talking about the brand new series of Netflix, Harry and Meghan's Paymasters, The Crown. Series 5 was launched earlier this week at the Theatre Royal, Drury Lane. Andrew Lloyd Webber owns that theatre, so obviously, you know, it's a very nice thing for him to have on a very quiet night when the theatre's not in use. A spectacular premiere they were promised. It was a rainy night and the usual suspects were there. Lots of people that we know, of course, appear in The Crown, but not really that many. It's normally a place for newcomers to get their break, hence the reason they keep the cost down on the cast and hopefully spend it more on the costumes and the locations that they have to pay a huge fee for. But what's interesting is, despite all of this, there are some desperate measures by the company in order to make sure that we apparently are keen to tune in. But did we? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of Yorkshire. Nice to have your company. One star, you have to admit, who came up with a very ingenious idea to try and attract eyeballs to The Crown Series 5 was none other than the celebrated actress Helena Bonham Carter. Now, you know, she's been a respected actress for many years, of course, the former paramour of Tim Burton, the celebrated director. Now, according to a recent report, Miss Bonham Carter basically said that whilst taking on the role of the highly respected sister of the Queen, Her Royal Highness Princess Margaret, she consulted a medium. That's right. Apparently she wanted to get in touch with Princess Margaret to see exactly whether there were any tips or ideas that she could share with her through the medium to make her performance better. Well, according to Helena, she did receive a message back, apparently directly from Princess Margaret, basically claiming that she preferred her version to the actress who took over. Yeah, all very nice and friendly on The Crown, isn't it? But did it all work? Well, seemingly not. The very first episodes that were streamed didn't do incredibly well for Netflix. Now, obviously they're going to say, well, people watch at different times, catch up, etc. This has to work, you know. So many subscribers are leaving the company, you know, because they seemingly have got a cost of living crisis problem. The rates have gone up. There's different tiers of what you can do to sign on. And of course, perhaps people are tiring of now the ineffectual attacks on, if you like, the British monarchy. Bridgerton, their other costume drama, is also still in production and set to hit in the early part of next year. Could Bridgerton now take over from The Crown? It's hard to say, but either way, as I say, this is very worrying for Harry and Meghan. They need that company to remain buoyant, and if their biggest seller is suddenly failing, then not only will they cease production on The Crown, but more importantly start to cast around about the people that they feel are not necessarily bringing value for money to their much needed company. Neil Sean in the very heart of Yorkshire.